This is Christy Lewis for Dostoevsky in Space. Today we have a Dewey's 24-hour readathon vlog. I was originally planning to do this, and then we heard from my parents-in-law that they were doing a fish fry, and we said, okay, we're coming, because now we're all vaccinated. So then I decided I wasn't gonna do it. Then I was awake at 5 a.m. this morning, and I decided I was gonna do it. I read about 3 chapters of Morning Star, and then I went back to sleep for a little while, thank goodness. I'd been up since like 2. I'm gonna get back to listening to Morning Star. I've been marking up my physical copy quite a bit, but this is the kind of book that is so bingeable and good that I can totally just listen to it, and I get a very similar experience, and it's very immersive. But it's just such a beautiful morning. I have to show you what's going on out here. We're getting a little bit of rain, which is so nice because we've been in a drought. Anyways, I'm going to show you the lake. I call this the daily lake because I put it on Instagram almost daily because I just love how different it looks every day, and I always want to appreciate it. I'll show you that, and then I'm going to get back to Morningstar. I want to also make some Russian tabs, which is what I've been doing since I woke up. And look at all the boats that are out. That's actually surprising to me because it's kind of rainy today. It is now April 25th, so it's actually the day after Dewey's 24-hour readathon, and I just wanted to update you about how far I got. I did finish 13 chapters of Morning Star and a few hours of the audiobook Jefferson's Sons by Kimberly Brubaker Bradley. I am just immensely enjoying both of those. I wish that I had gotten maybe a little bit more read, but honestly, it wasn't gonna be a weekend for reading for me anyways. I'm really happy that I got that much read. Last night, as you saw, we did go to the fish fry with Kevin's parents, and we had some root beer floats, and it was so lovely. This weekend has turned out to be our reopening back to life because it's been a month since I got my second COVID vaccination. So that's really where my mind has been, just on social things, but I definitely got more reading done this weekend than I would have without Dewey, so I am thankful for that. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about this. I'm reading it for Feb Rising, a read-along hosted by Alan from the Library of Alexandria, and I'm just so glad that we're reading these because they're really just good on so many levels. I just, a lot of times with genre fiction, do find myself kind of bored, but never with this one because he has so many themes wrapped up into it, and it's always pulled off so well that it really ties just these intellectual currents from history and philosophy in with these really emotional and complex relationships. This is the 3rd book in the Red Rising series. The first book is all about Darrow of Lycos, who is the lowest color in a color-based caste system that controls humanity at this point, and he ends up going places where he's not supposed to be able to go because of his color, and kind of like what happens as a result of that, and the complexity of morality within the caste system, and just so many things, all of the decisions he has to make as a leader, and you kind of see why politics is difficult to navigate for political leaders. There's a lot of revolution happening in these books, and it shows why revolutions are complex, the role of the media. There's a lot of meaningful speeches, which I love. And he also does action scenes that even like to me, I can visualize them. It's kind of like in The Way of Kings, that whole series by Brandon Sanderson. I can usually picture the action scenes fairly well, whereas in most books, I don't care about action scenes. So you know that if I can visualize it, it's pretty impressive. I just really love how this series balances action with relationships, with themes, and like world building, and he has a lot of good skills. Pierce Brown is a very skilled author. You can tell that he really loves studying leadership and philosophy and history because it just comes through in here without seeming forced. It's very natural seeming in his world building. Relationships in here are very complex because they're dealing with communication as well as revolution and leadership versus friendship. Overall, I generally feel like this series trends towards victory, which is more fun for sure than reading like tragedy. I think that the next series is generally thought of as kind of darker, so I'm wondering if those are more tragic or have more tragic elements. But so far, I'm enjoying the eventual victories that often happen in this book because there are often so many really low lows and like just seriously dark moments. There's really just highs and lows, and it's fantastic. If you are looking at trying science fiction, I think this is a great series to start with, because if you can get through the first few chapters of the first one, which I still loved, but maybe that's because it was on reread, I'm rereading these. Whereas some people feel like on their first read, the first few chapters of the first book are kind of like not super emotionally engaging, but try and get to the part of war games, because that's when the plot picks up, the relationships start really being tested. I think that will grip you if you haven't been gripped by the very beginning. And in general, people seem to think that the series just gets better and better as the original trilogy goes on. So I love them all. I hope that helps kind of explain this. Anyways, I will probably be reading Perelandra next because the live stream is coming up, but I'll save that for my weekly vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed this Dewey's 24-hour readathon vlog. I know I don't read like 6 books or whatever like that so many other people read. I just tend to find that I can't necessarily mold my weekends into a 24-hour readathon because people take over my life and I love it. So when I can see family, I never say no. You know, I never am like, well, I need to read. Like, I'm gonna go see my family. Let me know down below if you took part in Dewey's, what you read. I'd love to hear what your routines are on like 24-hour readathon days. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Do give me a like in the corner and subscribe if you want to see more from me, and hit that notifications bell if you want to be notified anytime I make a new video. Take care. Bye.